Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Reality Is, where words to come to life. Look, so I received this email message, and it says Kendrick Fulton is being sent um, to county jail because he lost his housing, and they're asking for help. And it says here, Kendrick Fulton is being sent to county jail. Why? Because he lost his housing. Kendrick has spent the past 2 years at home after being released from federal prisons on home confinement. He's been reconnecting with his children, excelling at work, where he even got a promotion, going to church, and being a valuable member of his community. Kendrick even got to spend Christmas with his mother for the first time in almost 2 decades. That's a long time. So that means he's been locked up for 2 decades. And now Kendrick is being sent to county jail for an indefinite amount of time, not because he violated the terms of home confinement or harmed anyone, but because he lost his housing accommodation. Kendrick was getting ready to move to Dallas for a new job opportunity. He had put in a request for the transfer money, but his interim housing fell through. And because the Bureau of Prison doesn't allow people with more than a year left on their sentence to stay in a halfway house, Kendrick is being sent to jail while awaiting approval for his move. This is not a humane solution. Kendrick has loved ones who are willing to take him in until his transfer is approved. They are begging now to keep him out of jail. First of all, they should not be begging. If y'all can allow Kyle Rittenhouse to move from state to state, and then sometime he didn't even report he was moving. If you can move Jason Van Dyke around, see, this is the problem right here. This is the problem. He's a black man. Kendrick Fulton is a black man. If he was a white man, wouldn't be no problem. None whatsoever. This system is hell bent on keeping their knee, their neck, their foot on black people. And ain't no way in the hell y'all can convince me different. That's just not convincible. To me, it's not. Why would the man, if he come out of jail, he's trying to be a good citizen, got a job, going to church, and because the housing fell through, you want to lock him back up and he got family members he can stay with? Are you serious? Are you really serious? This is ridiculous. This right here is totally ridiculous, and it further proves the discrimination process that we have right now. It totally further validates. It further validates the issues that we have in our judicial system. See, things work for white people. They work for white people. Your kids, your husband, your uncles, your nephews, or whatever don't fear nothing because they know their daddy got an attorney, a judge. They know somebody who knows the state's attorney. They know somebody who knows the vice president, the president, or the mayor or the governor who gets them out and keep them out of harm's way so they don't have to go to jail. And I don't know how in the hell that y'all sit in these seats and think that you are representing the people who vote y'all asses in those seats. I don't know how you believe that. I really don't. If that boy got family members who's willing to take him in, put a doggone electronic monitor on his ankle and put him in their houses until you get the approval that you need. But it shouldn't take y'all that long. You let Kyle Rittenhouse come from Illinois to Wisconsin, and he don't even live in Wisconsin. His mammy didn't either. But you let him travel from one state to another and use an assault rifle to kill two people, and then you found him not guilty, and now he free. And he moved around, was supposed to report where he was moving to. He didn't report that, and nobody locked him up. He came back into the courtroom crying, and y'all slapped him on the wrist and said, okay, don't do it again. And nobody did nothing. They ain't lock him up. They ain't do nothing. They ain't violate him, not following the rules or the regulations. You know why? Because he's white. He's white. I'll say this, and I'll keep saying it. Strip the flag. Ain't no red, ain't no blue, ain't no stars. It's just all white. Because that's all this country works for is white people. Even some of the token blacks, you work for white people too. See, y'all see our wrongness. You see we do wrong. But y'all don't see that y'all embezzle. You don't see you manipulate. You don't see you lie. You steal. Y'all some good thieves. It ain't about just money. You steal people's lives. You steal people integrity. You steal people character. You steal people time. You steal our time. Black and brown, you steal our time. But you allow yours to recover the time. They don't have to sit in prison for long periods of time. Not for what they do. And they can have a whole bunch of bullets caught on video. And they get to go home. They don't get life in prison without a chance for parole. And if they go up for parole, they're not going to be denied. Because guess what? They're not going to get that much time. Kim Potter, 2 years, 2/3 of that, 16 months. Y'all do the math. Jason Van Dyke, 16 bullets. 16 bullets. Sentence, 6 years. Time served 3 for 16 bullets. 16. And black people have been locked up in jail for 30 plus years for 1 bullet. And not even a full bullet. It made a grade somebody. And they still got life in prison without a chance for parole. And first time offenders. Y'all didn't consider that neither. And if they say they made a mistake, they weren't intending to shoot them, y'all don't give a damn. You didn't care. The judge said, the state's attorney said they need to be locked up. They need to be characterized as a threat to society. See, we're labeled as a threat to society, and you're labeled as outstanding citizens who happen to make a mistake and grab a taser and grab my gun instead of my taser. Like you can't feel the difference between a gun and a taser. Y'all must think somebody's stupid as hell. Kendrick Fulton needs to stay with his family members. Y'all need to cut the bull crap. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Because if y'all gonna allow yours to get away with stuff, then damn it, y'all need to allow ours too. And I'll keep saying again, open the floodgates of the prison doors and let them go home. Everybody. White folks get to go home to their family. Hell, let ours go home to theirs too. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Because this right here, what you call right, justice, and fair, some bullshit. That's what it is. Bull. But yet and still, y'all sit in these offices and you're working for the people. You're keeping the people's needs and what they concerned about in the forefront of your mind. You ain't keeping jack in the forefront of your mind. Ain't no prison reform going on. Nope. Prison reform for white people. Prison lock up for black people. Lock up, lock down, and throw away the key. And then you make every last one of them sick. That's what you do. That's what you do. And enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let that boy stay where he at. Y'all ain't got to lock him up. He ain't did nothing. He ain't violated nothing. He's trying to make a life for himself. His children need him. He's out doing right. But y'all won't let us do right. You're going to find something to throw them back in jail. Something. You got to. Because we always got to do something that get us locked back up. It's always our fault. It's always our fault. And y'all don't have no hand in the bull crap that goes on in this system, which y'all call just and fair. And all the lies you all tell. A bunch of lies. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.